Welcome to TG Retro Gamers. We're now on episode 32. 32 now. Last week we looked at a PlayStation game.
No, we didn't.
No, we did. It was a Mega Drive game. Sorry.
Mega Drive game.
Long day. Yeah, Mega Drive game. From Jim.
We did.
I remember now. Yeah. Good episode.
16-bit classic.
Yeah, really good. Yeah, that was by Christian Pizzo. You suggested that one to us?
Yeah,
that's really cool. So yeah, today we've gone to one of our really good favourites consoles, the N64. Very nice colour.
It is very nice, isn't it? Yeah. They're very unusual.
Yeah.
One of the later colours they did from 64.
Very bright. I really like it.
Yeah.
We've come back to a game, which was one of our favourites at the time, Perfect Dark. You may have seen its own successor back in the day, GoldenEye, which was like episode 2 of ours, wasn't it?
Yeah, episode 2.
Yeah, crazy. That was a really good game, and this is very much like it. Same engines, basically the same game without James Bond, right?
Yes.
Came out in 2000, developed by Rare, of course, same people. To me, amazing game. Absolutely amazing.
Absolutely incredible. Yeah.
I think it was very advanced for its time.
It was very much so. I think it was really pushing the granddad Nintendo 64 to its very peak of performance. Certainly by the year 2000, talking about a machine that was already on the market for 4 years by this point anyway, and its successor was already in the pipeline, the GameCube. I feel that for this episode I should perhaps say I'm falling in the dark for London. Always falling in the dark. Dirty carrots.
On mediocre dark. Like a
brilliant. That's blown me out of the water, it really has. Blown me out of the water. Okay, we've got a game that's got 17 missions
in single player.
17 missions in single player. Now, you had a combat simulator on this game as well, which I think was around 30 missions, which allowed you to unlock, I think, different guns and scores on the game.
That's right, yeah.
Now, only 35% of this game was playable without the expansion pack. If you're using the 4 meg stock card that was in the machine to begin with, you get 35% of the game. Mainly, that would be your bots deathmatch.
Yeah, that's right.
Very much like Quake 3 Arena on the Dreamcast. If you ever played that, you know exactly what to expect. Deathmatch Frag Fest, as Quake called it. It was a deathmatch mode. So only 35% of the game is available. Once you upgrade to the 8 meg expansion pack, you would get 100% of the game. You get your single player missions, you get your cooperative, counter-operative as well. Everything. The full works, the full Monty.
Well, I mean, that's it. I mean, you've got so much on here. 17 missions, you've got your multiplayer missions. I mean, we're saying it was quite far in advance for its time, the N64. But they did put over 3 years into this. So I'm guessing putting that much time into it, they're pretty much making it perfect. Dark.
He's a card, isn't he? He's on fire tonight. On fire. Somebody put him out. So yeah, as you said there, it's the same team that works at GoldenEye. You know, our favourite David Doak, third game viz we've covered. Time Splitters, GoldenEye, no Perfect Dark. This last game he made with Rare before defecting a free radical, creating the first Time Splitters, which again comes full circle. We've covered that in a previous episode. It all makes sense somewhere along the lines. People watch all the episodes, okay? It's all canon, right? This game, 3.2 million copies sold worldwide, and do you know what? 1.3 million of those were in the USA alone.
That's it. They loved this game.
They loved it.
Absolutely loved it. Maybe because Robin Williams was in it. They do love Robin Williams.
Talk to me about Robin Williams.
He was
Robin or Robbie?
Robin, not Robbie. No, there's no angels in this. No, one of the characters have his face. If you can recognise it, it's one of the Easter eggs that's in this. They never actually thrown at you. It's just you sitting there.
Am I right in thinking that is actually the one and only Daniel Carrington that is his character?
Yes.
Right. Okay, it's starting to make sense now. It starts to make sense. Now, Robin Williams' connection with Nintendo wouldn't stop there. Naturally, he would appear in some of the later Touch Generations adverts for the Nintendo DS and the Wii. His daughter's actually called Zelda as well. Zelda Williams.
That's right.
So, Should have been Joanna Williams really, because Joanna Dark, character you play on this game.
Maybe that's his plan for his next kid? Well, no.
R.I.P. R.W.
R.W.
Also, Shigeru Miyamoto was in this game as well. I think he was one of the generic guard characters that you kill during a game, of course, or neutralise in Nintendo's world. Now, there was an interesting mode on this game, wasn't there?
What's that?
Yes.
Tell me.
Perfect Head mode. And basically, it would allow the Game Boy camera to be connected to the Nintendo 64. You wouldn't be able to keep a straight face now. I'm more pure than he is. So you'd interface the Game Boy camera with the Nintendo 64 hardware, allowing you to map your face into the game. Now, what would happen is you would scan your face into the game, and then you'd be able to shoot your friends in the face. Nintendo didn't like this. Well, it went against their policy. They were not happy with this. It didn't seem comfortable, so they took this feature out of the game.
Right. Okay.
So Game Boy camera, another reason why it became pretty much useless. Alright, so if you're peripheral hunting in 2017, avoid the Game Boy camera. Won't work Perfect Dark. Not Perfect Dark. Okay.
Yeah, this is actually, if I'm right in thinking, because of how many games they canned, this is actually the last first-person shooter for the N64. So I think they had many in the pipeline, but then they saved it on for GameCube.
I kind of want to say that World Is Not Enough came after this.
Tomorrow Never Dies?
No, Tomorrow Never Dies skipped the 64, and that is the reason. What happened was Rare.
That's right. Yeah.
Rare were bidding for the license for Tomorrow Never Dies to make a sequel to GoldenEye.
Yeah.
Now EA aggressively outbidded Rare to the point where naturally they couldn't get the license. Tomorrow Never Dies became a rather shoddy PlayStation 1 game.
Very shoddy.
Yeah, and Rare had to think, well, what are we going to do next? So they ended up working on their own spiritual successor, as you said at the beginning of the episode there, to GoldenEye, which became Perfect Dark, using the same engine and everything like that.
Yeah.
Cheap games, mate, really, because you've already got the game engine and assets there already.
That is it.
So, yeah, it makes sense. Have another secret agent, make it a woman this time to make it different enough from GoldenEye to begin with. Now, David Doak famously said that you couldn't squeeze any more performance out of the 64 than what they'd already achieved with GoldenEye.
I think they did.
I think they did. However, they had to discount the frame rate, because the frame rate on this game is absolutely awful.
True, but they advanced so much, because obviously it's set slightly into the future. Those weapons, you can do so much with them. Obviously, GoldenEye, literally stand alone, pick them up, shoot. A particular weapon of mine, my favourite in this, the laptop gun.
Oh god, yeah.
The laptop gun.
That's the one you can stick to the walls.
Yeah, it's literally a laptop, turns into a gun, and you can stick it to the wall and it'll shoot anything that's around.
Absolutely fantastic.
It really is.
It's very futuristic, the weaponry in this game.
Was that an unlockable gun?
No, I think you get it in later stages of the campaign.
That's right, yeah. It took us a while to get there, I think.
Once you start messing around with the aliens and stuff, you know, Elvis comes into it. Not Elvis Presley, but Elvis the alien. You have two alien races, I think they're fighting against each other. Humans get involved in it in some way, shape or form. Yeah. What does this remind you of? What game does that remind you of?
This reminds me of one of my favourites for the PlayStation, G-Police.
G-Police?
G-Police.
I knew it was on the same wavelength.
Yeah, yeah.
It's very much like G-Police.
I played that a lot.
Yes, you did.
I was always on that.
You did,
I think he used to wake up at night and we wasn't together, we were sleeping around wine.
We weren't in the same... we weren't in the same bed together.
Bunk beds.
If anything, Jack the Ripper, he slept on the bed, I slept on the floor.
Wow. But yeah, he used to wake up and sleep in bed. What?
I'd be asleep.
No attention.
Whacking boogers under his bed.
Wouldn't he?
Still there.
Well, not still there, I've got the bed anyway.
Still do it.
That'd be weird. Still got the same bed. Yeah, I mean, you've got to remember, I mean, this does look honestly really good, especially something that's 17 years old.
Gosh, yeah. It's getting on a bit, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think I'm hoping it's got an auto aim. That was lucky.
How did you get to this bit already?
I don't know. Very much like GoldenEye there, straight away with the animations. Bit of blood on the wall, we don't get that in GoldenEye.
Oh. Yes, it was one of those cheats that you do. I'm pretty sure you started off somewhere else, I don't think you started from this bit.
I think with the difficulty levels, when the difficulty changes...
Oh yeah, no, of course. Yeah, because you do like a little training bit if it's...
Oh god. Oh, a bit of motion blur.
That's it.
So presumably I was stunned there, with a bit of motion blur going on. Now actually I put the difficulty down because it's so difficult to see at this viewing angle playing a first person shooter.
Oh yeah,
that's nice. Look, 3D assets all going on here with lighting effects. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I quite appreciate that.
To be honest, you're getting it from everywhere. Yeah, there's quite a lot of detail going over. Light's not bad. Bit of glare from the lights. I like that.
Voice acting.
You're getting the auto aim again, like you did with GoldenEye, which was.
It's a godsend. Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, you could be really good at shooting, but the controls on this is a little bit hard. I think it's going on.
I think only stormtroopers have a worse shot than these guys. He doesn't want to die. He should have thought about that before pulling a Glock on me. You know? Nice translucent effects on the windows as well. Something we first saw in GoldenEye and probably perfected later on with Perfect Dark. Could you shoot these windows on? Yeah, okay.
Did you have a look out there for a second? Now this is really cool. Really, really cool. I like this. Play buildings, you're seeing things flying around.
Yeah.
Which I think is pretty cool.
That is very cool, isn't it? Yeah, because it was like a little spacecraft. Yeah, that's cool, yeah.
So thinking quite a lot into this. I mean, you didn't ask for things in the background.
No, absolutely not. Right, okay, I've got another staircase. I feel that somebody's going to transcend.
When you come to like stairs or anything, you do eventually point downwards, which does help if there's somebody down there, but it does take its time.
It does, yeah, so you can encounter a ruffian on the stairs and then, you know, before you know it.
That's right, and if you were to step back onto the flat platform, you would point up again, so if there's a bad guy there or not, it's quite hard to see them.
Do you know, so the architecture is very sort of Chinese and Japanese.
Well, it looks like there's people engraved into it, which I think's got something negative to do with the game itself, if I remember.
Oh, really? Oh, he's watching some lead material on that computer. Look at that dirty little scat.
Have you got a new gun? Or?
Yes, you can change the gun with the A button, which allows for some heavy-duty machine. Oh, probably just as well because he looked a little bit harder than your average foe.
Why, excited or?
Yeah, definitely, definitely. It's autoerotic asphyxiation. Okay, I'm
stuck in a plant.
Stuck behind a plant. Nice art assets that are on this game, actually. Yeah, I joke, but I do appreciate that. It kind of reminds me of Nakatomi Plaza at this moment in time. I've been here.
You must have, because there's dead people.
Okay, where do I need to go?
More plants.
Okay. Helps if you've got a Nintendo 64 that's got a good analog stick to play this game.
Is yours a little bit loose on this one?
No, no, it's actually alright.
Oh, right, good.
Yeah, I didn't really use this 64 very much because I thought it was very much like pink. So.
It's really nice colour. Wet in there.
I assume I'm looking for a staircase.
Is there any other rooms that you haven't checked out yet?
Check out these. Check out this one.
Yeah.
That's where I killed that guy. Okay. Yeah, let's look a bit more.
You can't shoot through the computer. Bulletproof computers. Always handy in games like this.
Okay, make sure there's no one behind me.
I wonder if it's like, I can't remember, is it like GoldenEye where if you shoot something it blows up?
Yeah, that's cool, isn't it? Is it true there's a place on a man's head where if you shoot it, it'll blow up? Oh. Waiting area. Oh god.
Oh, where's he gone? That's right, hiding the plant.
I see you. Ah, it's the elevator, isn't it?
The elevator, that's right. Which I believe is the elevator, yeah.
Just get us there. Doesn't it? Don't we have to descend through the building?
I believe
so. Most games you have to work your way up, wouldn't you? But I think you work your way down.
You started on the roof, so I'm guessing you got work your way down. You're a little bit impatient, aren't you?
I know. Where's that lift? Ah. Huh? Have I missed it?
Yeah, there it is. Is that the door for it?
Oh, there it is.
You leave it?
Okay. Right, I think I've got to make my way to the foyer area if I remember this. Oh no, I don't.
Pressure again.
I'm sure I've killed everyone on this.
Is that not a lift? Yeah.
Right, I think this is the elevator that goes down.
That's right. Yeah.
Everyone goes up. So might be our safe day here.
Maybe.
Come on. Okay. I could use the staircase. I'm just being really, really lazy.
I use the elevator. It's nice. Get the music.
Could do with a little bit better bit of music.
Yeah. Set the moves. There again.
Down again.
Here we go.
I love the lighting effects. This
You've been there.
Yeah. You can tell where I've been. Trail of destruction.
There we go. Right, let's go. There we go. That's what you need.
Exactly what we needed.
Too much.
Slow the ride down.
Slow it down.
Someone's controlling it in head office.
Right, get ready to shoot. Yeah, that's right. That.
Okay. Two measly guys. Oh.
Did you ever play cheats on this one, like GoldenEye?
There was like a big head mode and stuff like that, wasn't there?
Yeah. I just wonder if the slow down would probably be fun on this. Oh, nice.
Just see it. Oh, there we go. Dual wielding weapons. Don't think you can do it on GoldenEye.
Yeah, you do.
Do you?
Yeah, I wonder.
Can you?
Yeah. You do it with all weapons. I think you can have double AKs and double silencers.
I didn't even know any of that.
I'm sure you did.
I probably did. Oh, I need a mine. Right, okay, so the objective is to find a mine to disable the computer system. I'm sure that was an objective on...
Can you, bullets do that? Or do you have to have an explosive?
I think you need an explosive, which I don't think I've got.
Go up the stairs yet?
That's where I came down the lift, wasn't it?
Yeah.
There's a lift, speaking of which. Okay. Right, okay, so basically the objective would be I'd have to find a mine, and then...
Basement over there.
Yeah. Good to have the voice acting. That's a cool touch. Ah, give that away.
Here we go.
There we go. Right, so that's basically on the lowest difficulty setting. All I needed to do was make my way through to the basement. Now, I touched on an objective that would have been on the harder difficulties there, where I'd have to lay a mine on the computer system. And like GoldenEye, it has different objectives for you, different difficulty levels, which adds longevity to the game. This is one of the things reviewers said about this game, that due to the longevity of it, it was well worth playing through again and again and again.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, I mean, about years it took to make, sorry. Yeah, critically and commercially it became really, really successful.
Yeah.
But saying that, it didn't take off after that. It didn't take off like, other female characters like Tomb Raider and things like that. It basically just stopped here.
Yeah.
I mean, you got the sequel on the Xbox, which the Xbox bought from GameCube, was it?
Yeah, basically Microsoft bought Rare from Nintendo, didn't they?
Yeah.
In 2002, because Perfect Dark Zero is supposed to be a GameCube game prequel
Yeah, that's right.
to this game here, which eventually this game was ported over to the Xbox 360 via the Xbox Live Arcade. Also, it appeared on Rare Replay in 2015 on the Xbox One. So there are multiple ways to play this game today, should you not feel the need to have to get a Nintendo 64.
Well, I think you should.
Yeah.
So yeah, even though it's a fantastic game, critically it was amazing. Yeah, it just didn't take off, just like other franchises, which is a little bit of a shame. It might bring it back, bring everything else back.
Well, this was quite revolutionary, really, because this.
Back then, yeah.
Back then, I mean, this was a game that was supposed to come out in December '99 and didn't make it till July of 2000. But it featured widescreen support and also Dolby Sound, which on cartridge It's craziness. Consoles were struggling with that. I mean, I know the Dreamcast was struggling with widescreen. The PS2 was one that made it sort of mainstream back in the day there, a couple of years later. So those 3 years worth of development really helped it. Now this is set in 2023, which we're actually closer to that than we would be to when this game originally came out.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So it's a scary thought. We're closer to 2023.
We'll get our own laptop. One day.
What do you feel on scores? Should we
I kind of want to do it while it's still fresh in my mind. I might want to play it in a bit. Right, so yes, let's go to the scoreboards. Right, graphics?
Graphics, I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. I think it's aged particularly well, and I think it's still extremely playable.
I agree on that one. Okay, so let's go to sound.
Sound, I really like the music to Carrot Institute, which we haven't featured here, but when you go into the main play hub where you do your little challenges and stuff like that, I like the music there. So it's atmospheric, so it's that's an 8.
Yeah, I'm just going to go 7 because it's not really
screaming out to you.
Yeah, it's not screaming.
No, it is very Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, isn't it?
At the moment, yeah. Which up front, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Rip up the check.
Yeah, don't want to give you that. Controls.
Controls, control particularly well. I found sometimes it was a little bit difficult to navigate around, but with it,
you have got that very sensitive point, but you had that in GoldenEye. So play it enough times, you get really used to it. But I do agree with you on that one. So what would you give that?
7.
Yeah, I'll stick with you on 7.
Okay.
Just gameplay.
Gameplay, I think you can come back to this game over and over again. The earlier missions are quite easy. The later missions can be quite difficult. Whether that's good or whether that's bad. I mean, in theory, you could go back with an action replay, put the cheats on if you wanted to. So I'll give that a 7.
Well, I'm going to give that one an 8. Because coming back to it again, it's brought back so many good memories. This game, really good memories. Massive fan of GoldenEye, so when you get a bit bored of GoldenEye, perfect game to go to.
I think they got that. Right, looking at this, you're
in between
7.5.
7.5 must be, yeah.
Okay, and I am also 7.5. Okay, 7.5.
Yes, 7.5. That's quite reasonable.
That's quite respectable for this game.
Yeah, I enjoy that. Yeah.
Now we've got a funny anecdotal story about this game, haven't we? How we first encountered Perfect Dark and how I was so desperate to get this game.
That's right, yeah. Well, we'll start off with mine. From my earliest memory, a lot of commercial appearances on TV, magazines. I was very, very excited for it. GoldenEye fan, always excited for it. I didn't think I would get my hands on one for a very long time, and I didn't. In fact, obviously this guy here who was so excited, he needed one ASAP. Yeah, I think I had a bit of trouble finding the expansion pack actually, didn't I?
The expansion pack was one problem, wasn't it? The expansion packs were really expensive. They're £20 new. Kids at the time, we couldn't afford that. Now, in the year 2000 when this game came out, we were what, 12, 13 years old?
17 years old.
Yeah, 13 years old we were, and I found a copy relatively cheap in my local Once branch, Market Way Once store, and we went in to go buy it.
As you do?
Yeah. So I asked at the counter for it, and the guy IDs me for it. It's an 18 rated game, and he said, "Have you got the ID?" I was like, oh, "No, I've left it at home." And he said, "No, I can't send it to you, mate, sorry."
Still in school uniform. I left it at home, mate.
So basically, we leave the store. Mike goes in because Mike looks a little bit older than me at this point, not much in it. So he goes in, last ditch attempts to go and get it, and basically we think the guy behind the counter's gone. And basically, as Mike approaches the counter, up he rises from the counter. He's like, "Can't be to mate, like, can I have that copy Perfect Dark? Have you got no ID, mate?" No. You're like, "You can't have it then." So yeah, we were locked out there. I sent my dad in to go get it in the end. But it was bargain price. It was 20 quid back then when copies were passing hand, second hand for.
I believe it was 50.
It was 50 new, wasn't it? Yeah. No, wait, 60 I think it was new, actually. So when my friend Leesham had it, and he had a bit of cash on the hip when we were kids, and he had it, and I was really jealous of the fact that he had it, and my 64 was
60 quid for a cartridge game.
crazy. But today, you can find this game. Chances are, if you walk into your local Once branch, you might find a copy on the shelves. Who knows? You could go to the tech outlet. You could go to Sweet Aaron Johnson, Brad Parker, Elliot Burrows, see whether they've got a copy kicking around. They've got plenty of retro games, so they may very well have it.
Yeah, we've got our own copies.
Yeah, we've got them as well. You know, there's plenty of outlets online. You can get it as well. Not worth mentioning, but keep it local if anything.
Yeah.
Try Nerds Entertainment.
How much can you get it for?
I'd say that an unboxed cartridge version of this is going to be, what, £10?
Yeah.
I would say a box copy probably going to be looking upwards of about £25.
Yeah, I did see one for $7.99 unboxed. Okay. The cheapest and only one I saw of that price. Everything else was above that price. Probably gone that, because it's definitely worth it, I would say.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Any shout outs you got?
Yeah, I've got a couple of shout outs. For our usual YouTubers, we got Last Moment Victory. We got Dusty Joypads. Mikey Hay. I haven't seen him do. No, actually, he's got a new page up. Yeah, so I've been checking that out lately. Of course, you've got Spy Projects as well, which is something we keep close to our hearts, isn't it?
We do, absolutely. A few personal shout outs. We've got John Robson. We've got Christian Peace. We've got Bob Phillips. We've got also Grant Morley, who's watching our videos. Joe Honey, who's recently started watching our videos. Thank you very much, Joe. Appreciate you watching our videos and taking the time to watch our grumpy section of YouTube. So very much appreciated. Simone J. Strogan as well. Yeah, we really appreciate any comments and interactions that you guys have with us. Fantastic. What I would say is it'd be great if you're new to watching these episodes that you catch some of our previous 31 episodes that we made. Yeah. Also catch Retro Gamers Halftime as well, which is our interim show that we make on new retro games and unreleased oddities. Yeah, so also have to check with those. Worth subscribing, giving us a like, give us a comment.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, even check out our podcast that we did well, like a year ago. Was it a year? 2 years?
Maybe 2 years now.
2 years, wow. Time's pressing on. You know, just for a little banter that we used to do back in the day.
2 grumpy 20-somethings.
Grumpy 20-somethings. Yeah, which will you bring it back? Who knows? Who knows?
Well, might work on something new. Who knows?
Who knows? I guess. Right, is there anything else you want to cover?
I think that's it.
No. Anything for next episode?
I don't know. I don't really know where we're going to go in the next episode. We're sort of going with the flow. We really want to cover a system that maybe we haven't covered for a little while. Maybe something in the 8-bit generation, because we are sourly missing out on 8-bit episodes.
Well, yeah, we need to work on our SNES, Master System.
Master System, NES, yeah. No Atari hardware, sorry, but...
I kind of want to go back to the original Xbox soon.
Yeah, we will, absolutely, yeah. Definitely need to introduce some new formats as well. Yeah.
It will happen soon. We'll get rid of some of our old classic favourites first. So plenty to come for.
That's us.
That's it. Right. Well, we'll see you next week. Episode 33.
Yeah, crikey. It's flying by, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where's this year gone?